Abul Pakir Jaluluddin Abdul Kalam, Missile Man of India, inspiration amongst youth, especially in the students, engineers, and our beloved people's president. Yes, I am talking about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and today's Super Saturday episode is dedicated to him. I know all of you would be knowing a lot about him because he's an inspiration for all of us. But my dear, still we will try to discuss some of his life events which will give you an idea that how he fight back all the times whenever situation came to his life. On 15th of October 1931 in Rameshwaram, in a Tamil Muslim family, he born. His father Jaluluddin, वो एक नाव चालक थे. His mother was a housewife. The name of the mother was Ashi Amma. They were having a big family of like 4 brothers were there, 1 sister was there. Out of all, he was the younger one, youngest one, you can say. वो सबसे छोटे थे. और ऑब्वियसली जब परिवार बड़ा होता है तो कुछ फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज भी कभी कभी होते हैं, तो ही वांटेड टू सपोर्ट हिज फैमिली फाइनेंशियली. इसीलिए केवल 10 वर्ष की आयु में उन्होंने अखबार डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना शुरू किया. पर अखबार डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के पीछे केवल ये कारण नहीं था, उनको नॉलेज गेन करने से भी बहुत प्यार था और वो अखबार डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते समय पूरी अखबार पढ़ते भी थे. जब वो केवल 5th क्लास में थे, एट दैट टाइम ही वॉज हैविंग अ Brahmin friends and he was sitting on the first bench. And some of the day, one of his teachers said him to stay at the last bench. And at that time also he was thinking about a dream of becoming fighter pilot. And after some days, one of his faculty, Shiva Subramaniam Iyer, he came to the class and he was telling about the procedure how a bird fly. After teaching for 25 minutes to 30 minutes, he got to know that students are not getting it properly. So he made a plan to take all the students to a site to show all the things practically, that how a bird flies, how he takes position, each and everything he tried to describe simply with the practical example. And at that time, obviously, Sir Kalam was impressed with all this experiment. And when he was doing his graduation in 1955, when he was in MIT, Aerospace Engineering was his branch, his teacher have given a small project on low-level attack aircraft. When he was working on this low-level attack aircraft, he have given some model, suggested some model to his teacher, but his teacher didn't accept that. And he said that I want a separate thing because I am not accepting this project. Then Dr. Kalam asked for the time of 1 month because any project takes some time, but his teacher said, I will give you only 3 days. In that 3 days, you need to complete that project, otherwise you will lose the scholarship. And he was knowing scholarship is important for him. He dedicatedly worked on that. And within 3 days, the given time, he shown the second model, which his teacher accepted. And finally, he wanted to join the Air Force because, as I already told you, he was having a target, a dream of fighter pilot. Then he appeared for the army interview, and in that procedure he got 9th rank out of 25 final listed candidates, but the number of seats were 8, so he got rejected there. And when he got rejected, he didn't stop. So he joined DRDO between 1958 and 1960, and after that he was shifted to INCOSPER, which was started by Dr. Bhabha, and at that time it was in the control of Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who is a known scientist. So there was an INCOSPER committee which was guided by Vikram Sarabhai. And then Dr. Kalam joined the mission of the first rocket, and which was about to be launched from the Thumba village in Kerala. Then he went there, but in Thumba there were not much resources available, as INCOSPER was a new group. They were not having any office there. Then they have made the church present there as an office, and the work of bishop, he made his own house. And at that time they worked hard, and the first rocket was launched in 21st November, on 21st November 1963. This was the first step in the space mission by the India. And I would like to say, at that time they were not having that much resources to take the parts of the rocket to the launch pad. They used bull cart and bicycles. At that time, they have worked like that. And my dear, the incident which created the name of Missile Man is not only full of success, there were some failure also. Then he joined ISRO mission, that is first SLV, that is Satellite Launch Vehicle, and there he was made project director. And he worked from 1969 to 1979, and during that in 1976 his father died in the age of 102 years. But he continued his work, and in 1979 there was a launch of that SLV Satellite Launch Vehicle, SLV-1. That launch was a failure although, but when it got failed on the second stage, some technical issues came and that went to the Bay of Bengal. Then Professor Satish Dhawan, who was the ISRO chairman at that time, he took all the responsibility about the failure. Between 1970 to 1990, he worked on the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle SLV-2-3, and SLV-3 project was successful. 18 July 1980, Rohini-1 was launched successfully, after which India became the 6th member in super exclusive club of space-faring nation. After that, they have also worked on intermediate range ballistic missile, Agni and Prithvi, they were also successful. So after that, a lot of projects went successful under him. And in 1981, Government of India awarded him Padam Bhushan. In 1990, he was awarded Padam Vibhushan. In 1997, he was awarded with Bharat Ratna. And as you know, Pokhran 2 Parikshan, everybody would be aware of that they have performed it by in such a way that even CIA could not get to know about that. CIA satellite also got failed to know about that mission. And guys, in 12th of December, on 12th of December 1999, he got retired. And after retirement, he joined the Anna University, as he was having, you can say he was loving the teaching work. Even once he said in an interview that he wanted to be known by a teacher because of his teachings. So that is why during that time after retirement he started working on his dream, you can say where जहाँ उनको शौक था वो सब काम उन्होंने शुरू किया. And at that time once एक बार ऐसा हुआ कि वो क्लास ले रहे थे, 2002 की बात है ये, और जब वो क्लास ले रहे थे तो अचानक उनका फ़ोन बजा और 2 घंटे से उनका फ़ोन बज रहा था. बट वो क्योंकि क्लास में थे तो उनके कोई हायर ऑफिशियल आए और उन्होंने बताया कि आपका फ़ोन बज रहा है. And then he got the call on his mobile also, and he got to know that Prime Minister of India wants to talk to him. And then Atal Bihari Vajpayee जी थे दूसरे साइड पर कॉल पर, उन्होंने he said that India want a president like you. And after that he asked for a time of 2 hours to finally decide that. And when he asked for that, then Prime Minister said that ki we want to listen yes from you. And after 2 hours he answered in yes, and after that he became the president. He is referred as people's president क्योंकि वो लोगों से मिलते थे, स्पेशली बच्चों से, स्टूडेंट से वो इंटरेक्शन काफ़ी ज़्यादा करते थे. और इसके अलावा उनको टीचिंग्स तो पसंद थी, इवन वो कॉन्फ्रेंसेज और ये सब भी करते रहते थे. ही वॉज ऑल्सो स्पिरिचुअल पर्सन. और 27 जुलाई 2015 को जब उनका निधन हुआ, एट दैट टाइम भी वो टीचिंग्स ही दे रहे थे. IIM शिलोंग ही वॉज देयर. एंड जब उनका निधन हुआ तो उनके जो लास्ट रिचुअल थे उसमें 3.5 लाख लोगों ने हिस्सा लिया. तो ही वॉज रेफर्ड बाय द नेम्स ऑफ कलाम चाचा, पीपल्स प्रेसिडेंट, मिसाइल मैन. ऑल दीज वर द नेम्स गिवन टू हिम. I hope you enjoyed this small documentary, because as I already told you, we will talk about some very important events of his life. So goodbye for this particular session, and just stay tuned with us for such wonderful videos. And if you want any particular video on some particular legendary personality, you can write that in the comment section. Goodbye guys for this session.